it little. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. This is Janet. This is not one of my light work lives. I felt compelled to get on all three platforms today to give a little bit of a safety message because of an incident that I saw this morning that I don't even think the ladies even realize it was an incident, but it's been sitting heavy on my heart all afternoon. And I was just driving home from somewhere, and I was like, no, I need to talk about this because I know so many women. I run a networking women's group. I'm in a female oriented business. So many of my friends have young daughters and are single and live alone or widowed or divorced or whatever. And this doesn't just pertain to women, it can pertain to men, it can pertain to anybody. So let me tell you all about this incident, this thing that I saw this morning. And like I said, I don't even think that they realize it. So I was shopping, and I wasn't going to say the name of the store, but you all know where I need to get my stuff and everything. And I was getting some things in the pharmacy department, that not some supplements that I needed, something that you spend some time on and you read, you read the labels and all that. And as I approached it, it was Walmart. And this story has absolutely nothing to do with Walmart. This could have happened anywhere, anywhere. This is my point. Um, as I approached the supplement aisle, there were two ladies there who worked there, and they were not kids. I would say they were maybe like mid 30s or so, like that. And the one was talking exceptionally loud. I don't know if it's just that I have super sensitive hearing with all, my gifts or all that, but or she was talking exceptionally loud. I talk loud, but it just kind of caught my attention, her whole story. And I spent some time in the supplement aisle because I was looking up, looking for some things and reading some labels and everything. And also, of all sections in the store, that is where the one and only section, except for maybe where the dressing rooms are, and I don't even think there, but definitely in the pharmacy section, they have some seating and some benches, and because they have people waiting for their prescriptions, and they were giving COVID shots and all that, so there were people waiting, lingering around. And as I approached, the one was all excited and talking to the other one, and it seemed like she was on like a new chapter of her life. This is what I was able to gather from it. It might have even been a new job because it seemed like she was just getting to know this coworker, and she was talking about her personal life, and she was talking about how it seems like she just went through a recent breakup and they're no longer together, and she's living on her own. And I'll see all this that I gathered. See where I'm going with this, and that he's gone completely. And last night was the first night in her life that she has ever stayed alone in the house. And this is what she was saying, and this is what she was proud of. And all that. She goes, I didn't even have a dog or a cat. She goes, and I checked and I double checked the doors, and I made sure all the doors and the windows were locked. All that's great. I got all of this just from looking at vitamins and going on and on and on about I didn't even have a dog, I didn't have an alarm, I didn't have this, I didn't have, it was just me in the house. And I'm like, oh my God, you know, she's talking about how she's alone. Nobody's here. And that was bad enough. And I continue to look at my supplements, and there's people down that same aisle waiting for their prescriptions and waiting for their COVID shots and all that. And just to like make chit chat back and forth, they start talking about where they live and where she lives. And she told her where she lives. And not only told her, she gave her exact direction. She walked her to the door. So if you leave here and you go down, and I'm not even going to say the streets or the names of this, and I mean right to the door. Go down this street, If you're coming from this way, go down that way, go up this street, second left over here, second one on the right, the third floor. These were not the numbers. And I'm thinking, oh my God, thank God I'm not psychotic. Well, I am, but I'm not. I have no interest in harming the the um, the salesperson in the Walmart worker. But it just made me think about, how we just talk, and we have to be aware of our surroundings. And I am in Palm Beach County. Palm Beach County is, I think, the number 3 or number 4 place in the nation for sex trafficking, human trafficking. Young girls, young women, women my age, women of all ages. It is bad in Palm Beach County. It is bad. Smart, educated women, they are just being abducted. And I do not live in fear. Like, I was telling this story to somebody before, and like, yeah, but you don't live in fear, Janet. And I said, yeah, but I don't live foolishly either. I do not live foolishly. So I am getting on here today just to relay this story and hope that you will pass it around to your wives, to your daughters, to your mothers, to your friends, to anybody who will listen. That you think you're making conversation with somebody. If I heard all of that, who knows who was around me waiting or shopping. Like I said, I was spending time, pharmacy aisle is, it's not like, where you go over and you pick up, your bread. You see your Wonder Bread or your Pepperidge Farm bread, and you pick it up and go. Like, you're reading stuff over there. You're spending time. You're looking at people were waiting for their prescriptions. People were waiting for their COVID shot. It has nothing to do with even the section. I mean, it could have been in one of those other sections, but just out of making simple conversations, this woman was putting herself at such a high safety risk, and she didn't even realize it, because obviously it was an issue with her because she was proud of it that she spent the night alone for the first time in her life, and was had nobody and nothing with her. But then she led a predator right to her door, because you don't know who was around and who was listening. And I actually was about heading over to her because I had had enough. And my friend Marisol just on Saturday taught a self-defense class. Marisol, if you're watching, post your information, because she did it online. She does it online. And I was about to give her Marisol's information and just kind of pointed out, like, nicely, gently. I didn't want to be like, hey, idiot, like, you just gave all your information around. I was trying to find in my own head, in my own heart, a gentle way to present it to her, to not scare her even further and make her freaked out on her second night of being alone at, whatever drive, second floor apartment 708. I mean, right to the door. She led her friend to that. But my point is, just as I was about to walk over, the other woman was called away, and then she went in the other direction. I couldn't catch up with them. But I'm just hoping that if I couldn't touch her life, I can touch somebody else's life by hearing this. That you know, Please it's not living in fear, but it is living and being aware of your own surroundings. Whether you are single, whether you are married, whether you have 20 children at home, whether you live, in a college dorm, like, especially all these places. I mean, predators prey. It don't matter where. And it's not living in fear, but it's not living foolishly either. Be aware of your surroundings, be aware of your conversation, be aware of what you're saying. And I feel so bad because, like I said, I know she was just probably having simple conversation with her coworker, but it was bad. It was like I got all of it. If I want to go to her house right now, and I know her name, I know right the door to go to. And this is out of a simple, innocent conversation. So that's just my message for today, my PSA for today. Pass it around, share it with your wives, share it with your daughters, share it with your friends, share it with anybody who will listen, because if it will save even one life, especially here in Palm Beach County where human trafficking is so, so bad, then, we've done a good thing. But again, it's not to ridicule or knock anybody. It really was heavy on my heart driving home. It made an impact on me. It made me think. It made me think like, wow, like we really need to be aware of our surroundings and who we're talking to and what we're saying and where we're saying it, because you don't know who's listening and who's getting it. So be safe, everybody. Marisol, I'm going to tag you in this so you can post your information, and y'all can get some self defense classes. You can get them online, and the self defense first thing starts with your mouth. I can talk the ear off a corn, but even I know to zip my lip and not give out certain information. Social media, everybody's like, hey, I'm on vacation. My house is completely empty. Go rob it. Like, no, zip it. Be very, very careful. Just be aware of your surroundings. Be safe. Be loved. I love you all. And tune in a little while. I am going to do a um, hypno video, but I just wanted to pass this message along because I felt so strong on my heart to do so. So be safe, everybody. Love you. Mwah.